Hey, um, sorry for the no mic at the beginning. Family was getting ready to head out, and which they were, as you could tell by the chat, incredibly slow at. So, but here we are, and bitrate is being it's better than the other day, and we don't seem to be lagging. Not really. So hopefully that's good. If it does get too far behind, I'll restart again. I don't know what the deal is with it, but just hoping. I'll just hope it goes. All right. But hope y'all are staying safe and cozy this Sunday in whatever time zone you're in. All right. The lines are essentially done, I would say. Also, please let me know if music is too loud. My mic should be good, but my music is always the one that, because I use all those apps on a normal basis. So I adjust them and don't remember what I had them set to in the app. OBS's stuff is still fine, but yeah, let me know. No Bucky Cam so far because he's. Well, I'm kind of zoomy this afternoon. And Grumpy can't go outside because it's wet on the balcony because it snowed yesterday and this morning. Now it's melting. So it's wet and kind of pouty. So he's just laying on his cardboard box. Alright, so we're just doing value study, essentially. Well, studies. I'm not studying anything, but we're going to do value practice. Because that's a thing we need to work on and will help with all the other digital rendering. So, we're just going to do it in actually shades of gray, black and white. Which, it's going to be more difficult for this one because it's a nighttime thing, and I don't think I've painted a nighttime anything ever. Excuse me as I talk into my coffee cup. That's incredibly rude. I'm sorry. So, yeah, we're gonna. I was thinking maybe. Well, let's start blocking in some stuff with the quick lasso tool. Good to see that my lines still show up, so I'm just gonna fade it down a little bit. Poorly, but okay, VLC Shuffle today seems to be just like, oh, it was probably a different Fallout song before. Let's. Whoops. forgot I didn't go actually in and select that like I thought I had. No. Does it keep moving me over? Probably like that, maybe? Okay, we have a livable delay, but that's okay. Only like 5-10 seconds, so I can deal with that. Now, oh, I could have used the cool grays here. Which actually, yeah. How dark is that one compared to the other? It's more on par with this one. Though I know cool gray isn't really. You know what? We'll undo that. Also, I did it on the wrong layer anyway. Oh, should go back and place another picture, which is off topic. As some of y'all may have noticed, I do get off topic, and that is what it is. All right, so not only do I gotta block in, you know what? We're gonna take this and make that because I want it to be later. So actually, we'll just take that one. What was this one? This one was this one, wasn't it? Yeah. Nope. This one was that one, so this one is the one I just covered up. And then we want this one. Kind of more like that, but if we like blend that down, which hmm. There we go. So my me just still working out all the layout for all my stuff on the other monitor so I can see it. And every now and then you're like, this doesn't work for me, I gotta switch it around. And I think I've found a good solution to that. Maybe. I mean, I think that every time, to be fair, but I think I have it mostly figured out for having it all on my main monitor. You might bring this down a little more, I think, maybe. Alright, the light is reflecting poorly on my monitor, so that's not helpful, but we need to bring this one down more too. Whoops. Sometimes the eyedropper tool doesn't toggle like it's supposed to. I think it's just the pen button starting to have some issues. That's okay. So I think that's good base for our night sky. We'll save the shooting star stuff for last because that's like the fun detail stuff. Oh, come on. PLC doesn't want to use my media buttons again. Oh well. Alright, now the actual hard part. Locking in the values for our ladies here. Maybe we get some bass tones in first, kind of like default, and then we tweak it as we go. That's probably the best approach to this, I would think. Right, so like, say, that will be bright white, or whiter anyway. And then, okay, so maybe this will obviously get toned down a lot, but have to make that stand out against that section. So maybe then get a lighter value. Perhaps we're filling this in, but it's not really that big of a deal at the moment. Just filling this stuff in, locking in values. Elbow patches. The C value is that. Overall, light coat. Somebody has decided to act out. Bucky boy, stop beating at the thing. Give me a second, y'all. What was my... Wait. Why is she... I just realized Rocky Tuber's also not picking up my mic, so I gotta replug and go deal with the cat. Okay, are we working now? You wanna... Well, what the... Hold on. Let's restart, Rocky. There we go. Guess I did all that in the wrong order before. My bad. Okay, now I'm gonna mute for a second so I can go deal with the cat. Alright. So. Hopefully he'll be good now. I guess now did... Wait, why did Streamlink close? Y'all, things are being silly today, and I don't know why. Move you over there. Okay. No, wait. There we go. Okay. I think we're good now. It's fine. I don't know why me restarting Rahi changed all that, but it did, but we'll live. Alright, back to this coat. Yeah, I hope everyone's having a good Sunday. What is that line? Alright, back to that, back to you. Let's fix that. That was bad. So was that. I don't know how Maybe? Is that better? No, no crying now, baby. Why don't you come lay on your banky? Come lay on your banky. Why are you crying? Bucky, no cry. Come here. No, don't just sit there and stare at me. Come see Mom. Or not. While I try. He might still show up. Who knows? He's an orange cat. I mean, he's a cat anyway. He does what he wants. But... Oh yeah. Her cow neck thing. Let me make that super dark. Alright, so good initial block. Now let's start blocking in shadows. Oh, I guess I gotta figure out where the light source is. It's like, let's take a pencil. I feel like there's a lamp, the light coming from over here. Maybe? No. Give cool edges. But there's just some ambient lighting from behind them. Or around them. Yeah, maybe the light is still coming from this side. But like soft ambient lighting. Let's go dump that up there. We're gonna label that as notes. I mean, I don't plan on using very many layers, so that shouldn't be an issue, but let's go back to our painty brush. Can I not make that any smaller? No, not allowed. Unfortunate. All right. So let's start on her. I think we picked that one. Nope. Okay, so it's that one. Smaller brush. And then, so we could probably just go. Edges. That's probably too dark, but that feels better. Well, I'm glad one bot message is working. Or, one of the timers is working. We'll probably start switching all that over into some other program. I don't have to rely on Stream Elements. Just for, less stuff. Should make my own bot, I guess. Or set up a bot account. I think Mix Setup will let me do that. I feel like that's a thing for February. Sparkling on me now. January is just, it's a bummer. Is this what I'm looking for? Probably not. But I think we need to make this hair way darker. That's not way dark. I need to work on how I paint hair. Like, hair is like my favorite thing to draw, and then when it comes to rendering it out, and I'm like, I forget everything apparently. A little darker than that. I think it's a little darker than that. Like that was too light. I think there's too much over there too. So I think there needs to be more because the light kind of coming this way. Maybe? Maybe? You. Wow, that looks like a mess. But you can't, like, put short links. But I did figure out pronoun extension. So yes, that message is a mess and we'll have to work on it. But do I need the end parts of that, I wonder? If that's the case. Okay. Nothing like fixing things live on stream. But we're gonna figure this out. I think I copied the wrong part of that. Oh. The original one is now gone. Okay. I mean detail error. Okay. How do I? Okay, we're gonna fix that message. We're gonna delete this. And we're gonna fix it. So, bear with me. Timers. this onto here so I can see it. Hold on. And now the cat has decided to pull the cover off the TV and box that. So I will be right back. Okay, cat dealt with. Now let's fix that message. Where did I... Did it not like it because it was... So if I post the link that I just did, does that work? Okay. Fine. So now I just gotta get the link to the 7-zip one. Did I not serve that? No, why would I do that? Or 7TV one, why did I... Okay. And does this one work? That takes it to the thing. Okay. Well then. Why is it not working in the bot? Let's go here because I have it as a command as well. Let's go fix that. Okay. Yeah, I really... Okay, so does this still work then? Okay, that one works. Maybe because there's a period at the end of that. Maybe that was what the problem was. So let's delete that and try again. Okay, this is riveting. But I didn't test them because I thought it would work. There we go. Okay, this works. So with the default pronoun Twitch extension doesn't work for you, the 7TV one has been working great for me for several days now. So, if you find it's not working for you, try installing 7-zip and then just like turn off all the 7-zip stuff that you already have in control by BTTV. Now, let's move this back over to that window so I don't have to look at it now. Back to my Twitch. You. All right. Man, that is a big unwieldy wall of text. If Twitch would let us have short links, like I get why, because like people malicious links and posting that. I get it. But that, or if Chrome, whatever. And I'm sure these extensions are in Firefox. I know the 7TV one is, or not the 7TV one, sorry, the original one has a Firefox extension. I just saw the buffer on my stream preview. I'm not happy. Still doing much better than Friday, though. So much better than Friday. But, okay, let's do some more blocking of the sin. And then we will tweak it, because I can already tell, like, now the hair isn't super differentiated, and, like, I mean, I guess it wouldn't be, but we might change the hat values some after, but let's focus on that. Bucky, won't you come sleep on your blankie, baby? No, he just wants to be on his piece of cardboard. Yeah, okay. Pick at your cardboard. That's fine. Okay, we're at to like, I would say a 15-second delay. No, less than that. Okay. But, so, fingies crossed. That we don't drop anymore. Okay. Scarf next. So we want some shadows. So I think like every panel initially anyway is gonna be with each line kind of like bridge, probably do it darker. Maybe kind of like some of that, maybe, but I think moment. I am here in the behalf of baguette. Oh, I haven't had baguette in forever. Could use some good bread. How's it going, Aunt? Oh, migraines suck. Make sure you're staying hydrated enough. Come on. Doing alright. Tired, but I think because the weather keeps fluctuating between like warm and cold, and so it's kind of messing with my sleep, and not that my sleep is good anyway. But other than tired, I'm alright. I think I colored in too much of that. The dark, maybe. I'll get my colors back. Oh, sorry to hear that. That's sucky. I should probably make that brush bigger. I guess that's an upside, yeah. Oh. Oh, I made some probably gonna. Well, that sucks. Not very good of them. Hey, what are we doing, Clip? Yeah, it sucks because that's like one of those things you can't really like prove. Hey, caption thing, why'd you think I said Netflix? Because I did. It's funny. Or whatever. I mean, I guess as long as you get caught up in your work, your teachers can't really say anything. So I know lots of them would like to. Don't worry, I have their parents' phone number, so when they skip. Well, fair is fair, I guess, right? Hey, Trouble, you coming to hang out? Bucky. Hey, you. Trouble. Well, let's see how long he lasts. Going to go back to watching anime. Stay safe, take care. I will give him some pets. Enjoy your anime. You take care as well. Give him some pets. Not shrimp buckers. You gonna settle down and come hang out? Nope. Nope, nope. Alright. So I'm just gonna turn the cam off for now. Because he's being a turkey. He's too much in a mood to come hang out. Unfortunately. Some between the colors, but oh, now you want to come because I turned the camera off. You, my dear sweet sir, kind of a menace. Yeah, I moved the thing. There you go. Is that better? No, you don't want pets? Pets? Becky? No? Hey, baby? Okay. Fine. No. I guess the shadows won't be as harsh either, so we need to like I'll take this one. Make it smaller so I can actually use it. The playlist today is really in a Fallout mood, which is weirdly fitting. With the state of things at the moment. Do I feel better about all of that? Kinda, yeah. However, that does mean I need to, like, get some of this into here. We can just blend it out some. Yeah, we need softer shadows. And that's not what I've been doing. So. What are you telling me? Oh. How long have I been up for? An hour and a half already. What? When did that happen? Also, my stretch message should have been up 3 times by now. Oh. Can I delete this? No. No. Can I tell you to, like, never? Sorry, just the email for Google about Gemini being on my phone now, and I'm like, this is not what I want. Bad. And like at the bottom, it's like Gemini can still make mistakes, including about people, so make sure to double check. It's like, so what is the point? If I'm already having to double check, so I should just make an initial check in the first place instead of using you. They're so bad at marketing this nonsense. So ignore me for a moment while I see what the it's got on my phone right now. Oh, they changed the Google services. I'm so not. Mm-hmm. I'm so glad. So that might be why my phone's acting bad lately. What do you mean? Hmm. Okay, this is gonna have to be a thing I'm gonna have to do later. Because, boy, do I have some nonsense to deal with. Thanks, Google, for being useless now. Anyway, you know what? I'm going to go take a break because I need to use the bathroom. And I haven't gotten up and stretched because my stretch timer did not trigger, even though it should have. So I'll have to look at that. So yeah, I'll switch on over to the BRB screen. And I will be back in a couple minutes. Hey, so I'm just going to actually grab some food because I realized I haven't had lunch yet today, and I planned on eating before stream, but then that didn't happen, and yeah, so it seems it's 2:40 already. Like, where'd the time go? So yeah, I'm gonna put up uh some art for y'all to look at while I go and make and eat some food. Be back. Okay, sorry, y'all. Didn't quite realize how hungry I was until I started actually eating my food, and it was like, oh, we're hungry. You know, body, brain didn't talk to each other and let me know I needed food, and not having that stretch timer working for whatever reason didn't help. But anyway, back to the art. Oh, and yes, the boy has left us. He keeps trying to get me to play with him, and I'm like, but I'm busy, and I played with you earlier. He's waiting for me on his cardboard box to come get him. Just like, that's not happening, bud. No. He is sometimes a silly little guy. And that's okay. This edge just less bright. And then the other one needs to go back. Not too big of a brush. So I need to, like, one of some light folds in here, etc. It's looking a little flat. Oh, let's start lighter than that. There we go. That, and then just a little blendy blend. Rocky, please be good. Slightly darker this side. Alright, I'm just gonna ignore Bucky. Oh. Bad painty. I think we're still looking alright. Now we're going to work on making that glove stand out. Okay. Timer. You know what I'd like is one day I don't have to deal with any of my tech stuff, chat stuff, just or stream stuff, and just it just works. Just one day. Right? Like, that'd be amazing. It's so good. So good, John. Bucky, get out from behind there. No. Bad. Mm-mm. Don't you slow blink at me. We are not cool, sir. Come sleep on your bakey. 1 second, chat. I gotta go deal with the cat again. All right. He's in a mood today. Where'd I put my stylus? Oh, sorry. Hope that wasn't too annoying or loud. Now let's do that glove. I guess we could probably just take that one. Be like... We're gonna have to turn this on. Obviously blend that in. But let's refresh the source first. What the? So that should hopefully solve the other problems I'm having. I guess we'll see. Take this color and the painty version of the brush. And make it smaller. I wonder which version of Fallout this is from. 4. Far Harbor and Nuka World stuff. Alright, that tracks. That feels right. Oh, we have a line probably in this layer we need to deal with. I didn't realize. There we go. Much better. smaller, maybe? Wait, what else is... How did I not notice that until literally just now? Like, seriously. Eyeballs, what are we doing? Brain, what are we processing? Alright, not bad, not bad. This out after, but it's good. Some darker stuff in here. Sorry, I left that sentence hanging. Alright, Shovel, you want to play... I know this place isn't mostly Skyrim, or Fallout. Here, Skyrim. I don't think we've heard any Skyrim today. Come on, bitrate, be good. We've been good so far today. Are we lagged? Hello, Lux Talks. Welcome in. How's your day going so far? It's winding down for the day. Nice, nice. Oh, I guess we're gonna have to differentiate that from here. How am I feeling? It's too bright on the one side of the hair. What brush am I using? Okay. Think. That's too bright here too. More better about that, maybe. Maybe I should take that dark color over to her hair over here. Oh yeah, that's definitely what her hair was missing over here. A little more depth. pass into here. Right, hair feels better. Now on to. Oh, I missed a sleeve on her sleeve. Or her coat. Saw these. Just tape. Come on, Toggle. You. Alright. Coat. Oh. Is it dark enough? Come on, brush. Nope, that is brighter. Fine. Here a little bit. We will blend that down. After. And then here a little bit. And literally that's it for that. Probably need like there we go. Take that image, this color. And the blending brush. What was that on my screen? Brush what? Okay, there we go. Not brush, I don't know why I'm yelling at the brush. Sorry if I got really loud there. Unintentional, my apologies. That was my stylus and had a rough edge for whatever reason when it shouldn't have. don't know if I like having that as a tied message or not. We might just go back to it being a command. I don't remember what settings I set it at. I guess we'll see. It is kind of a big unwieldy message, so maybe I could just set it off to go off like once a stream or something. Alright, let's back in some other shades. Work this out a little better. Let's go a little darker. Here. So this. Like, I don't want to darken this coat too much because I still want it to be like it's a light colored coat. A little bit more that to it to get some depth, I think. Get in here and blend it. We'll fix up the patches after. That. It's too bright up in this section. should not be that bright. It's just ambient light. Okay, well, we need to add darker shadow to here. So let's go in that. Because, yeah, I'm going to darken the crease. Blend it out a little bit, especially over here. Alright, let's tone that down a bunch. That is way too bright. Yeah, let's do those elbow patches before I forget. Yeah, currently, right now, they blend in. Oh. Okay, bitrate's in the red again, and we are lagged. Okay. Alright, are we back? It still says unstable. But I think we're okay now. Yeah, we're not still like we're not super delayed anymore currently, so fingers crossed this works. Geez, who knows if this is my end or internet in general, or let's see. Okay, good. 'Cause we're good right now. So, hope. So hopefully, fingers crossed. We can at least get this finished, right? Like, that's what I would like to do. Apparently, this piece is just like cursed for streaming. Here, let us take this color. Smaller brush, maybe. And a pinky. It's better. Try to dip both sides at the same time. But it's okay. Let's delete that. I think it's a decent pass. All right, let's work on this sky. So let's take paintbrush. Let's add in some like clouds. Oh hey, my stretch message showed up because I fixed it, I guess. Alright, so I'm gonna take a break. Stream Elements was still up the whole time. Yeah, I'm gonna take a quick break to get up and stretch because I'm starting to feel it. And then we'll be right back to it. So, BRB. I hope y'all took the time to stretch and all that. And I hope this isn't completely dying. Okay, everything seems to be better. That's good. Those are too bright for clouds. Let's like absolutely right around the bottom, and then we will darken them up a lot more than, well, no freaking wonder. Let's try that again. And make sure my brush is about the right size. There we go. I had the wrong version of the brush selected. I do hope everyone's having a decent Sunday. Y'all are safe and all that. Hmm. Now, what brushes do we got? No, I don't want any of that. Sparkle brush should make stars? I mean, it won't be the first time. Is that where the... Nope. Let's put you back to painting so I know what the heck it did. You know what? We're just gonna take this brush in various levels of gray and just go. Oh, this stream drop. I'm gonna refresh my browser, and we are unstable again. Let's see here. What are we? Well, how do I know? Configuration check. How do you bigger? Yeah, I know the frames are being dropped, but so inspector's not super helpful, I see. So that sucks. Yeah, frames are being dropped, but it's like, okay, do you know why? Are you just being ridiculous? The answer is yes, it's just being ridiculous. This is really unfun. We streamed for so long. And now it's like, meh. Like, we're so close to getting done. I just want to finish this. And I don't know if it's just like my uploads are being throttled by stuff, or if it's like, I don't know. I have enough CP. Oh, am I being throttled? It's not Wi-Fi. Broadcast settings are the same, but suddenly video showing more unstable events. Yeah, I've been good for nearly 3 months of this. Apparently we're good. Alright. Well. Like, it's not CPU, it's at 6%. It's running absolutely fine. So either my ISP is throttling my upload, or there's some outside network issue. Because I haven't changed any settings. I don't think. No, I didn't change any stream settings. Oh, maybe I should change my server? Okay. Hoping changing that would have helped it. Wait. Why did it say Southeast Asia server on the other stuff? Like, that's not... Well, y'all, I don't know. We are... Also, can I say that I hate what I've done? I'm good, we started out late. we are getting this finished, regardless. I'm sorry. This is, like, awful to watch. But I need to get this finished. I don't... Like, all I have left is stars, y'all. I'm trying not to add tails to every single one. And not, like, make them uniform. Also, actually, I think we're gonna move this guy to its own lair so I don't mess it up. Because I'm going to turn down some of these. Or not some of these. I'm going to turn these down. I hope stream hasn't completely stopped. Oh yeah. I can remember their breath too. Okay. Getting through this. So we might go back in with the eraser and erase them. I think there's too many over here. Start feeling too uniform. That's better. Okay, and now we need... Big old fluffy brush too. We'll lower the opacity on this, I think. Hey! Yeah! Woo! Oh, now we're good. Of course. Well... Maybe we opacity this cloud a little. Or lower the opacity on this cloud would be a better sentence. Sorry if I got really loud there. So let's add a watermark. Should make a new one. One day I will remember to import that on the correct layer, but clearly today is not that day. Put that there. Good enough. Who cares? Everyone's a... But anyway. I'm so glad the internet's good now after I struggled through all that. frick. How many times did I restart today? In the last like half hour. Like, terrible. But y'all, let's save that. I'm so happy with this, with how this turned out. Wow, words. What's going on with my mouth? Like, that was terrible. Try that again. Yeah, mobile dashboard, don't yell at me. Yeah, so Shooting Star is done. So that's exciting. We'll take a peek at, let me find it. So what's the next prompt? Maybe I should have looked at that. What is the next prompt? Snowy windows. Well then. So this is my sketch. And I might probably zoom in more. Actually, yeah, let's change the crop on this. So, barring any other network issues of whatever the heck is going on behind the scenes, this is what I'll be working on this coming Friday. So what day is Friday? What day is today? Today's the 12th, isn't it? Wow. I don't even know anymore. Explains a lot. So, whatever Friday is. What is Friday? $17th? Well, you know what? Let's put together. Where is it? My stream schedule for this week. And see, I made the schedule for this past week and didn't stick to it. Oh, come on. The second I change, you want a buffer? Sorry. Things just starting to get on my nerves. So is this 13th to the 18th then? Yeah, it's kind of weird that I'm picking Monday to start, but I feel like it's easier. And I like grouping the weekend together. No, to the 19th then. Wednesday. Well, I didn't get to stream this past Wednesday, so we're going to leave the Wednesday the same. Friday. Friday is going to be the snowy windows. Probably actually go until 6 p.m. Oh, I guess I didn't need that then if I'm doing Yeah, that feels fine. 4 hours. We did this in 3, and we did an hour of drawing on Friday for the shooting star one. So it's probably good, and it'll probably go faster if I don't have to fight this stuff. So that means Sunday. Oh, let's undo that. So we'll probably I don't know. Let's see here. What should we do on Sunday? Depends on what the brain wants, right? But I think what we'll plan is for more. So, it's more Minecraft. And it'll probably be one piece. Set the right buttons would be helpful. A mountain. And now we just got. Will that fit like that? Yep. Excellent. Nope, don't do that. Yeah, I think this is a good plan for the week coming. So, back Wednesday, we'll be doing embroidery. We're going to start the moss on the Skyrim embroidery, which is exciting. Looking forward to finally doing that for a whole ton of French knots. That is a stitch we'll be doing. And then Friday, we'll come back with more of the Cozy January props. The snowy windows, and that'll be good. And I know we're red again, unfortunately. I might have to look and see if something's going on my ISP end. No stretch message. Wait, did you? Oh, there it goes. I forgot I put a delay on that. Yeah, and then Sunday we'll do some Minecraft, which leaves me. So Monday I will probably personally be editing Minecraft stuff together, so I can have that stuff on my YouTube channel, because I like to have some more of that. And I need to start editing all my embroidery videos that I've been having. Put those together. And maybe dump some art time lapses onto. But so Monday I can do Monday and Thursdays. Do that. Oh, we are behind again. So yeah, I'm gonna post this to my Blue Sky, and if you want to check out the streaming stuff for the prompt and join the Discord, and a bunch of good artists on there, and everyone is so delightful and helpful and funny. And we are dropping frames again. I am sorry. So, yeah, you can check them out on the card link there. Thanks for bearing with me through this stream. It was bad, but we got our work done. It's finished. It's pretty. I like it. And if I want to it later, well, let's export this as. Export all my stuff, which you can't see because it's window capture and on desktop. But yeah, we could. How do you do gradient maps? Is that in here? Oh, that's in the correction layer stuff. So that's fun. Well, let's go to the cold hue gradients. Always mess with this stuff. That's probably not. It is fun though. Oh boy, is it so behind. Okay, we're gonna cancel that. Yeah, I'm gonna post this on the on Blue Sky. Both of these. Let's export this week. Oh, what was the day? The 19th. See? So yeah. I hope y'all had a good time. Let's switch on over to end screen. Thanks for hanging out despite all of this, and if you didn't stick around, that's fair. I'm gonna edit this into I'm probably gonna edit Friday's stream and today's into one cohesive, maybe time-lapse kind of just, I don't know, maybe not time-lapse, but edit it into one video, post it in the VOD. I do not have a link command. It is socials. If you wanna find me on the other stuff, yeah. It might take a couple weeks before this VOD's out, or any of the other VODs from January if my internet, if my ISP is the thing being the problem. Probably not happy with all the stuff I've uploaded, and then streaming on top of that, so we might cut back on some of that for now. But yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful time of day, and thank you for bearing with all of this nonsense. I appreciate you, and I hope y'all are staying safe and being good to each other, and I will see